these players are soft now. They do no play acting. I hate it, man. The play acting, and they get away with it. You see back then, all them tackles that were going in, like Leeds and all that in the 70s or whatever, early 80s, Wimbledon. They go fucking in and they fucking tackle and they follow through and they get the. You know, I love all that though, that passion. But nowadays it's just
Mate,
soft.
you want that? We spoke a little bit about when you started going and the grounds that Brentford have had and whatnot. Can you remember what your first ever game was, Mr. B?
Well, yeah, I think it's when I think I told you when I went in 1980. It was actually in August 1980. I can't exactly remember the actual date, the exact date. But it was 1980, and of course it was against Millwall. Both scum. Millwall at home. Fucking scum, mate. Nutters.
They are nutters.
They were, mate. And, you know, I was like there with my dad, and we were sort of like keeping away from everything. It was all going off, kicking off in the stands and all that with them. But, I mean, obviously the game, we was just there watching the game, and it was 1-0 to us. So it was a great start, you know, to me going to watch the game was 1-0 to the Bees, you know. And, you know, Tony Funnell scored. You probably wouldn't know Tony Funnell or would have heard of him. But he was, you know, no-nonsense centre forward, basically, striker. He was, you know, like to put his head in, get himself into it and foot in to everything, you know, unlike nowadays. Where they're all, you know, I won't say what they are, some of them, but you know, and then back then they were, you know, no nonsense, you know, get into it, you know, stuck in. And I remember I think it was a corner, and I remember him nutting it, you know, a really powerful header, you know, into the back of the net. I always remember it like a bullet header, you know. But you know, the game itself was a bit scrappy, lot of bad tackling, as you can imagine, Millwall and all that going on, and you know, but a lot of the time, no one was sent off. But unlike nowadays, you'd probably get sent off for most of that. You know, leaving your foot in, all that sort of thing, going too high with the ball, studs up, whatever. You know, back then it didn't fucking matter, did it? You know. But yeah, I loved it. It was passionate. I quite enjoyed it. The atmosphere. You know, I was still very young at that time, but really young boy. But
To the script, Mr. B. Tell me your top 3 most disliked players.
And the top one, actually, I'm going to do the top one already. And the reason is, as well, he seems to score against us. He plays for you. And he scores against us, especially when one time he should have been sent off for diving. You might be able to guess in a little, the German player.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What Anubis?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't stand that.
He fucking scores against us every fucking time. And that one time he dived in the area, he should have been sent off. He carried on, he fucking got the winner. Beat us 2-1. I was fucking doing me nutting.
I'd like to slap him, mate. I really would. I can't stand him.
German giraffe, as you call him, isn't it? As well. And, you know, Kai Havertz, basically, yeah. I really do hate him, Rowan. I do. And, you know, I don't care. You know, I'm going to slag him off and say what I like about him because I hate him. And,
he's just done it, mate. I don't understand what all the hype is about him. I think if he was coached properly, he could be a real good target man just because of his size. Because he's like fucking, he's 6 foot, 6'6", something like that.
He's actually a very good header of the ball. He's got
exactly. So why do they not like use him as a fucking target man? Right, when you're up against it away from home, just fucking launch long balls up to him. Fucking, he gets it under control and then brings other people into the play. I do not understand why they don't use him like that. or cross balls into the box for him to head. Do you know what I mean? Because he's fucking massive. But he's like, he looks weak. He looks fucking thin and spindly. I don't fucking get it, mate. For me, I just think it's a fucking waste of money that has been spent on him. But that's quite a common fucking thing with our club. Like fucking wasting tens of fucking millions of pounds on all these players.
Yeah.
That are dog shit. So, what are the other two, mate?
Well, it's mainly ones that keep fucking scoring against us, I hate. Because, they always come on and I don't think they're great players, some of them. Like, as you say, Havertz, he's not fantastic. And then, like, the likes of, I think it was McTominay at Man United, I hated him. He used to come on and fucking score. He came on Old Trafford last season when he was still there. He's gone now, obviously. But when he was still there, he came on in the injury time, got 2 goals to fucking beat us. We was 1-0 up. All the way through that game, he come on, got 2 fucking goals, we lost in injury time. Yeah, I'm going to go off on one again. But, I hated all that. We can't hold on to leads, Warren. We'd be no good with a dog. We can't hold on to a fucking lead, It's just no good, And it's true, I'm being honest. And it just so many times it's happened, and I'm getting fed up with it. I really am,
So you've got Havertz and McTominay. Who else is there on that list?
I could say the recent one the other day. I could say a recent one the other day. Harry Wilson for Fulham.
Right.
Because he came on and got 2 fucking goals to beat us. As a sub.
There's a common thread appearing here, Mr. B.
Yeah.
Right, these players who keep fucking scoring against you, and then that's it. You fucking not having it. I